What's up everybody, Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition here, and today in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Executioner Build-A-Figure wave, and it's a bit of a mixed bag, so we're going to get right into it. But before we do, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and if you leave a comment with the hashtag #GiveMePsylocke, I will put you in the draw to win a Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack when we reach 1,000 subscribers, which is really close, so come on, get on it. But let's kick things off with the Executioner Build-A-Figure. I'm loving this. I especially love the paintwork on it. That pink that we've got there looks really, really nice on the armor, with that picture of the axe. Love the paint that they've used for that. The articulation on this is pretty standard. There's no butterfly joints or anything like that. You know, he's just your typical big boy figure. The knees on mine are all nice and tight. I don't have any issues posing this one. I love the face sculpt on it. I think it looks very, very intense. And I'm loving the extra detail and the extra attention that Marvel Legends seem to be putting into their head sculpts lately. This is, you know, a good sign of what we're getting at the moment. And he also comes with an extra set of open hands and one fist and one hand to hold his axe. Now, the next figure that I was very keen to get is the Werewolf by Night. You know, he's a little bit disappointing. I'm just glad that I could get him so I could pair him up with the new Man-Thing figure. My first introduction to this character was from the MCU TV series, and I liked it. And I've cobbled together my own Elsa Bloodstone, but you know, it's a little bit rough. I don't think we're going to get an MCU Elsa Bloodstone anytime soon. What's disappointing about this, and I think people that had this figure from the original release were talking about this when it very first came out, it's the exact same articulation. I think maybe it's got double jointed arms now, but it's pinned. It really doesn't have any of the bells and whistles, no extra heads, no extra hands. He doesn't even have a shirt. I mean, come on. So I'm not sure what to make of this one. Hasbro have a bit of a habit of releasing figures when they've got a much better one in the pipeline, but I don't know if that's going to be the case with him. This might be the last Werewolf by Night that we get anytime soon, so we will see. But he definitely fills the criteria that I want him to, which is be the Werewolf by Night in a Marvel Legends form, but I would have liked more from this. Next up is the Ironman figure. I'm really not that impressed with this. I don't really like the articulation. I don't really like the bodywork. If you got some nice articulation in the midsection, I'll give them that. Nothing in the waist. You've got some very sort of like inhibited arm movements as well because of the shoulder pads there. They kind of stick up a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of the black. Like, it's all nitpicks. Like, it's a perfectly fine action figure, but nothing about this version of Iron Man excites me, and nothing about this figure excites me either. He comes with a couple of closed hands and some open hands, and then he comes with this little accessory that pops off, and then he comes with these extra bits that kind of pop on in replacement. I don't know, that does not look that great to me personally. I don't like what they've done with this Iron Man. The blast effects it comes with are this like kind of light blue color, but I mean, this figure just looks incredibly plain. Does it even have the hinge on the neck? Yeah, no neck hinge on there either. Like, yeah, this is an incredibly disappointing Iron Man figure. I would like to get a better comic book Iron Man, but this ain't it, Chief. Next up, we've got Warbow, and this is a character I've never heard of, and this is a figure that I'm absolutely in love with. I love the translucent plastic and the crystallized sort of skin that they've got on there. I like the flat green tone on his tights and on the bandolier around it, his boots and everything else, and his eye patch. Great head scan on this one here as well. I love the eye patch in particular. I think he just looks like a really interesting character. And I know there was another one of these guys recently called Crystar who came out. I might have to track me down a Crystar and team up the boys, because this is a figure that I definitely look forward to keeping in my collection for a long time. So he comes with a fisted hand, he comes with an open hand, and then he comes with a set of hands that you can put the bow in, which is like I say, love the accessory on there as well. It's got a green arrow. Are we even allowed to say that in a Marvel video? The way that the light sort of really reflects and lights up the figure here, I just love it. I think it's a really unique design. I think they knocked it out of the park. Articulation is pretty standard, but he is pinless and double jointed all over, so that's pretty good. He's got the bandolier, which, you know, can sort of inhibit the crunch a little bit. He's got a neck hinge. Iron Man doesn't. Warbow does. I'm not complaining that Warbo's got one, but I mean, what was up with that Ironman figure? Can't really talk about the paint on this, it's just the eye and the eye patch, and that's about it. So he is a very clean looking figure, and like I say, looking forward to what I can do with him on my shelves in the future. Next up is probably my biggest disappointment of the wave. This is Enchantress, and this is obviously very much just the original Enchantress figure, just updated with double jointed pinless parts. The head is updated as well. It's not absolutely identical, but in terms of the feet, legs, body, it looks very similar to the old one, if not identical, and that's not a good thing because, yeah, the Marvel female figures have really taken a step up in the last few years with the new parts that they're using, and this is just a bit of a reminder of what the Marvel Legends female figures used to be like. The head is great, but I just don't find this figure to be fun to pose. Get her on a flight stand and she's perfectly fine, but for a character that I've never seen, I was hoping that this figure would be a little bit more fun to try and pose and incorporate into my shelves, and it has not been. Quick Tarantino test. These are terrible feet. I do not like them. I think they suck. And these ones don't even plot into the McFarlane stand, do they? Oh, just. It's not great though. I'd like to see Hasbro find a little bit more of what they could do with, you know, helping some of these older female figures stand up. Let's get some flight stands. Hasbro, what are you doing? She comes with the effect piece and a set of fisted hands as well as the open hands there. Very disappointing. Love the figure. The paintwork on it is great. The colors on it are great. I just wish it did a better job of standing up. So maybe that's on me, maybe it's not. But Enchantress, you were a little bit disappointing. Next up is the 6-arm Spider-Man. I like this figure, but I think I prefer, even though the arms on it have big, ugly red pins, I think I prefer the red and blue Spider-Man with the 6 arms and the bare arms. I don't know, something about this one, it just looks a little bit too plain. I really like the head sculpts that they've given us. We got 2 on there and they're both, you know, unique. He's a little bit smaller than your average Spider-Man as well, but not any articulation in the waist, just a lot of articulation in the upper body. But that's about it. And I don't know, I haven't really found many fun poses for this guy. I haven't had a huge fuck around with it. But yeah, it hasn't jumped off the page and grabbed my attention like I thought it would once I had it. Mine is a little bit loose in the boot cut there, if you can see that. And the arms are, you know, they're good, but they're all like just a little bit stiff. And I don't know, they feel kind of, again, they feel a little bit inhibited in certain ways. I'm not entirely sure. Don't know what it is with this figure, but I thought it would be better than it was. The paint on it is very clean. I think there's a tiny scuff there on the front, right in the middle. But other than that, it looks very clean. And the head sculpts on it are, I think, maybe even worth the purchase, depending on what your budget is. If you've got a black suit Spider-Man, those heads are gonna look great. And lastly, my favorite from the wave is the Phantom Rider, is that his name? Hang on, let me just make sure. Phantom Rider, Ghost Cowboy, I don't even know what we're calling this guy. No idea who this character is, absolutely love this figure. It's got heaps of articulation on it. He's got the butterfly joints, he's got the pinless double joints and everything. He's got a couple of holsters and these beautiful 6-shooters that he's got. They look so good. The only thing that sucks is they don't really stock the blast effects that come with it. They feel a little bit too small. Yeah, they just don't go in. They're just not the right size. By the way, hinged joints on the gun hands, which I love to see. Again, like just with the articulation and how simple this figure looks, the head, the hat, the whole presentation of it is something I was not expecting that I would be so into. But yeah, this has been a delight to shoot photos with, like I say, incredibly vibrant, and the paint on it is very clean, no pun intended. There is a little bit of silver on the holsters and on the belt buckle and everything like that. You know, that all looks pretty good to me as far as I can see. And then there's plenty of dark around the eyes as well. So he is, like I say, for a very simplistic figure, he looks friggin' amazing. So that's my review of the Marvel Legends Executioner Build-A-Figure Wave, and like I say, a very mixed bag. I thought we got a really good quality product with the Warbow and Phantom Rider and the Executioner Build-A-Figure himself. I think Werewolf by Night was a little bit under-accessorized. I think Enchantress doesn't have enough updates to really get me excited for that figure. The Spider-Man articulation's a bit wonky, and I don't know what the hell's going on with that Iron Man. That was absolutely god-awful, but it did come with the head of the Executioner, and that is what we needed. So let me know in the comments, what's your favorite figure from this wave? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and if you leave a comment with the hashtag #GiveMePsylocke, I will put you in the draw to win a Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack. For the love of God, please do it so I can get this prize out to somebody as soon as possible. 1,000 subs is the goal. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your figs, ta-ta, and farewell.